Okay, hello everyone. Welcome to Friday stream. Today me is on a stream, the famous French guy. I'm not French, but by some stream listener, I'm being recognized like French guy. I'll do my best today to speak, how to say, more pronunciate. Yeah. Okay. It's a nice week. Nice in terms that market conditions are ripening out. Let me just share the screen. It's already shared, yeah. Everything's in red. Last time we talked on Friday, I think this is where we left. We were mostly expecting a downturn because of some metrics and some level of understanding what it usually means. And maybe just let's go directly to that metric we shared or we were focusing on last week. And today I'm alone, no Brian, so it will be partially deep, so you need to bear with me, as I'm typically researching deep and not on too many topics. Okay, so our main concern last week, and it still remains, it's this specific metric, which is shown here in blue. Well, its underlying metric is also in yellow. They kind of connected. It gives us, on one chart, you see an impression how much of desire to take profit or realize profit. At the bottom, it would be realize losses. Market in general has. It's for Bitcoin, and I personally use it only for Bitcoin, even though you could apply it for some coins too. And it shows activity or profit realization for, on average for the whole market. It's been calculated like we take the coins which been moved today. We see when they came to this address last time, what was the price then, what was the price now, and the difference, amount of tokens, amount the price. It will give you an impression. Are people willing to take profit or not? Why is it important? Because if we see like it was like in February going into the March, there was quite healthy rate of profit taken. The consensus of the market, or let's say the quite big part of the market think, I should take profits. I should take profit. Why? They feel worried. They don't believe yet that it can only go higher. And then there is this time comes. Yeah, you can see start deviating, price keep pushing up, and metric keeps falling down. Even though the price is high, it means the potential profit, if even the same amount of tokens is being moved, would mean higher metrics. No, it's not. It means less and less coins are being moved, even though many coins are in profit. So why? They're confident. Yeah, they're confident and waiting for 150,000 to 150,000, whatever they're waiting for. So, and it's been ever since April. It's very unhealthy and risky conditions when we see a majority of market is not willing to take profits. This move, it's I think Mt. Gox coins moved. Yeah? So if you remove them, nothing has happened. Here a little bit, we saw some level of worries, not panic, but worries, which allowed one more push. And since then, we don't see it yet. So the market stays as it is now. It is today. When we look in the market, still in a condition, it's more likely to go down than up. Yeah, it's all probabilities, of course, nothing for sure. But as long as we don't see some heavy, intensive, or at least some level of profit taken, I wouldn't even say about heavy. There is almost nothing. We probably haven't reached the level where market is worried enough. And as you know, or if you have known, you will notice it only when there is a consensus sentiment in the market which tells us, or they want to tell us, or we're worried. There are some reasons to be worried. There are some reasons, good reasons, very rational reasons to be worried about. Then market can go up. All of the same game. And that for the current condition, that's probably the main metric we should look to. And we could even close the stream and you just keep checking every day. But we will talk about more things. There are more interesting details. I will switch to another. Let me see. Yeah, okay. As on Bitcoin, There is also important metric like devils in details. Okay, if we know on average market participants taking or not taking profits, it's also worth checking in details. And I highlighted here small token hodlers, like small fish. Those holding, you see on the screen, 0.1, 0.01 to 0.1, or even smaller. Their behavior typically in getting active close to tops, which was the case here. They bought into the falling market by the dip and hold it, increased. But now, and it's also when they increase the balances, super small, and relatively small. So one Bitcoin is not anymore small, but like these two groups. If they're increasing balances, not a good sign. I'm trying to simplify. But the moment which we see now, they started to decrease balances, we might be going to the right direction. So this metric is already a kind of okay-ish. I wish it go even lower, but no worries on this side. So some conditions for the bottom are being slowly fulfilled. Small hodlers going out of Bitcoin, good. This is good. And then I'm jumping to a bit different topic, but they are very much connected. It's basically everything when you do this kind of behavior analytics, everything is connected. As we try to analyze and reveal the underlying mood of market participants, and then sometimes we split what are doing small, what are doing big. But at the same time, we try to track what is the mood generally in the market. And here, this chart layout, it's a plenty of metrics, but don't get scared. We will check a few of them, not every single one. And lately, I also check it maybe every second, third day. It shows us price of the money, how much yield you can get on your stable coins. So it's a kind of bottom line for almost risk-free, what you can earn in crypto. And the top one is just for my information. What you get if you deposit and make it out. Yes, we can skip this one. Here's this. The next three is important. Yeah, I'll increase even a little bit longer so you see some history. You understand why is it important. These are for protocols are using DAI in USDC, and I think I saw also compound, yeah, and compound using USDC, how much you would get a yield if you deposit there as a passive lender your stable coins. There are times when the market gets quiet or cold. Yeah, it will be reflected in like quiet conditions on the stable coins there. You will not get much. Why? Because not many participants borrowing. There are not so many, or there are not so many perceived opportunities in the market. Yeah, and you can see it here. Very quiet. It comes very close to the bottom. It's very connected conditions. Once the market cooled down enough so that the majority give up speculating, or either they don't see opportunity or they see opportunities, but they're scared of them because they've been burned before, then we're close to the bottom. There should be some sort of quietness, coldness, yeah, from heat to cold. And we are getting there, yeah. It's another one which I actually like it. We've seen some spikes, which again showed us, okay, we almost cooled down, but speculative fever struck back immediately. Yeah? But with, if on USDC level, we see you could get now on around 7.2%. Okay, we're just about maybe 1% too much. If we go down to 6 or 5.5, it's fair. It's fair and reasonable rate, and we'll probably get there. Same one if you compare DAI. DAI is a bit lower because USDC I think you can use for minting Ether USD, and people use it. So DAI is already almost there, like 6. Yeah, sometimes spiking. You see there is still some heat, but then going down to 5.7 or 5. Yeah, almost there. Same for USDT. Oh, here's USDC, but I think this is USDT. You see this line, when it gets like horizontal, it gets quiet, only occasionally some spikes. We are almost there, almost there. The last thing we need to see, ideally, is this intensive level of liquidations. So those who still take risk, borrow, and go in different strategies, they've been liquidated by this borrowing lending market. When we see it intensively, as you will see here, level and sequence of liquidations, it will, and especially on our version 3, like we see liquidated with BTC, wrap BTC. That would mean chances, possibilities for stable bottom, or let's say bottom which might still go down maybe 10%, but not much more, very high. Yeah, you see, at that time, if you will try to build your positions when it was, I don't know, how much was it then at the time, Ethereum? 2.9 or 3,000. Yeah, it went down one more time to 2.8 and tried once again. But liquidations combined with quiet down market allowed already to next wave of speculation to emerge. And there are more metrics here. There is a description on chart layout. We will share the links at the end so that you can read quietly. But the most important thing is always to remember market never goes in one direction, be it up and down. It always moves in cycles. And there are specific metrics or conditions which have to be met on bottom or on the top. Conditions have to be met. They should be reflected in the metric. And the more metric reflects these conditions, the better. Yeah, so the top is overheat, overconfidence, don't want to take profit, expect next stops or price going higher. And the bottom, I'm scared, I don't know what to do, I'm staying away from risking, and it's cool down. Yeah, so two extreme conditions. Once they're met, you can do. If conditions are not met, better don't do anything. It's safer psychologically and also financially. Good, Max. Actually, I think I'm finished. I try to keep very on the point, but also not too long time. So it will be easier if someone wants to listen it once again later on. Now, I don't know on the stream if there are any questions.
The only question we had was when Lambo. So I don't think we have to address it specifically. When Lambo was the only question.
Well, it was. If miss the time, I had some. I mean, but now it's really like not investment advice. It's just some wild speculation. If we just look, okay, Ethereum, Bitcoin, they're similar patterns. Let's say if we increase here, if we look on a pattern structure, it's obviously market doesn't want to go below here. Yeah? It's this 3,000. It's well, you can assume the strongest support you can imagine. At the same time, it means that below this level there will be a lot of stop loss and liquidations. People will get panic. So it's a magnet. Market will do everything in its power trying to go closer, and there will be enough forces, participants who will try to play it for a long time. No doubts about it. So if we can go below 3.4, if even by a few hundred, like 2.32, yeah, 3.3, better 3.2 in Ethereum. This is a moment we should observe. Yeah, is it time for lamp or not? Because if going before this level, we still see heat and high level speculations and emerged topics that how secure our future is because of Ethereum ETF and I don't know what MicroStrategy bought another thousands of Bitcoins. You see this environmental in social media. If this emerge again very fast, too fast, no Lambo. But if you see quietness or narrative more focused on negative side, whatever it will be. At the moment, we don't see much of negativity or not much reasoning for negativity. But if we see it, then maybe Lambo is coming and faster than we think. Yeah, always need to think from opposite whenever consensus or agreement on something in the market exists. Market will not do it, not opposite sooner or later. But at the moment, yes, nothing is lost yet. We just need to see a little bit what happens in the next 3 to 5 days. Yeah. So no more interesting specific coins to talk about?
There's another question regarding the TON ecosystem. I think we discussed a little bit last week. It was mentioned that USDT just went live on their chain. If you have any thoughts on that.
Mm-hmm. But that's, I mean, it's fundamentally good. Yeah, but fundamentals is one thing, and price discovery is another thing. And most of the time they're not connected, or if they're connected over a very long time. So in the short term, it doesn't mean anything. What more interesting and important, if this news is being discussed, if it's being discussed like in a positive light, saying, for instance, USDT going live, by the way, I think they announced it already in token 2049 back in April. All right, there was an announcement they're planning to do it. So it's they planned and they did it. It's not a big surprise. So now I need to see what is discussions around. Is it being proposed like everyone can pay each other on Telegram using USDT? Quite a widespread stable coin, or it's just an announcement and not much discussion. Actually, we can do it. We can try to see. USDT. Okay, better probably USDT or Tether and TON. Or what do you think, Max? Is it enough to describe to define TON? TON or TG? Okay.
Yep. Maybe you want to spell out Telegram as well? Yeah, I think that's enough.
I think I will even spell like this just in case. You never know. Okay. Now let's take it for maybe a year. And we say dominance. How dominant is the topic? Okay, it was in the past even more dominant than now, you see. Okay. Historically, if we see consistent mentions of it about, let's say, 2-3 days, 4 days better, we might get to something like this. Otherwise, if it's just one time mentioned, it's historically it was more connected with the tops. Yeah, it did spike a little bit higher, but then we went down. Here it did spike again a little bit higher and then even lower down historically. Yeah, but indeed, people do mention it. Did you see these mentions, Max? What is the context around it? Is it mostly positive or?
Oh no, I just picked it up from chat. I hadn't even heard about the USDT integration.
Yeah, I did not. Unfortunately, I haven't had a chance yet to read it today. This is where I usually try to catch a sentiment, what people generally concerned about. Okay, maybe I will check. Maybe I'll check. But it's not especially. I mean, it's okay. It's a signal. Yeah, you can say it's above the noise, but we need 2 or 3 more days of constant discussions. It would mean crowd picked it up and they put some meaning to it. And we can analyze it by what kind of meaning they put into it. It could mean something for the market. For the moment, it's still too early. And you, Max, about meme coins or NFTs? I know you're more exposed to this part of the market. How intensive or positive or negative is a conversation or discussions around it?
In general, crypto Twitter seems to have a quite negative spirit at the moment. I'm not really sure why. and I think it's going down in activity, but that's my personal impression.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything on specific memes or topics, I think. But in general, people seem a bit frustrated about how things went, where they were going, losing the core spirit of crypto, stuff like this.
Well, the question remains, what is the core spirit of crypto? I don't think it's a constant. It's like kind of changing. If I compare what we consider to be innovation today and what kind of conversations were held like 7 years ago, it's quite a different thing. Okay. Yeah, that actually brings me to another potentially good sign. Conversations about alt season. They're quite dead, yeah. Alt season or alt, or quite negative, yeah. I noticed a lot of jokes are still too low. Okay, no, don't forget about. If we would see quite strong spike now, taking into account where the prices are, something, but still too little. Is that what means that we're nearing kind of capitulation phase? It should come. I mean, most alts are really suffering. But yeah. Normal, maybe we can discuss small things, or it's interesting to pay attention for small things, but really need to, in the current market phase, to focus on these major topics I mentioned in the first 20 minutes. Do we see finally realization of Bitcoin holders that you need to take profits? Everything what goes up will go down. We don't see it yet. If we see it, it's a very good sign. And cooling off and removing a lot of speculative power from using or deploying stablecoins. Actually, now I recall there is another chart. Can show it from different angle, but a bit different. So it's actually good. I did not see it when I was preparing. Do you see this pink line? It's active addresses on daily basis. I mean, it's intraday, but it's sum up for the rolling 24 hours window. And generally, we like to see in something called like divergence. For instance, if you're in this point in time in the market and you see price keep pushing, but we start diverging, you are concerned. You must be concerned. At that time, you must be very concerned. But the moment you see it's other way around, the price keep going down, but the network activity is increasing, it's a very good sign. And we've been experiencing it. Actually, we might be close to the bottom, closer than I thought. Yeah, now when I see this, it's quite a good sign. So we only need some liquidations. Or ideally some negative narrative, whatever the reason. People should start thinking about something being the cause for current dump and the reason for the future dumps. If we have this, maybe we're at the bottom. This metric alone looks quite good. And I remember now that we will come on the end shortly on Bitcoin, it's the same, even though not so stronger. So one thing we've been discussing today in the team internally, it's a total amount of stables borrowing on across all protocols we're tracking, or all major protocols, Compound, Frax, Liquidity, I don't know, make it out. Increase heat, desire to speculate, opportunity in the market. Realization, okay, I need to decrease my risk. Yeah. So when we see this sudden and quite obvious dump and then like stay quiet for some time, good conditions for bottom. Yeah. Doesn't matter where exactly you enter, here or here, it's anyway, it's close to bottom. We don't see it yet. Yeah, this is exactly what we want to see. It will come together with liquidations. Once liquidations start happening and we see this strong decline down, we are there. And it is the same. It was, I think, for USDT. Yeah, mostly USDT, and this is similar conditions for USDC. USDC may be even stronger at the moment, as it's been literally used quite heavily for Tenor. So it's still at the peaks. I really wanted to see it to go down. Unless I see it, I will not take anything in the long direction. So this I want to share as well. Maybe Max or Gary, when we at the end or after it's published, share the link. You can share to this one chat.io too. There are a lot of chats, but what you need to pay attention is to debt creation and sustainability of the debt. And coming back to network activity, yeah, it's kind of similar on Bitcoin. Yeah, it was going down, 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 good. So the bear trend is kind of sustained. But then at the moment it tried, did not really sustain. Again, started going down. Now try to go up. Not as clear pattern as on Ethereum. I don't know yet what it means, but a kind of trying to go up. Yeah, to sum up, a bit more liquidations, we might be there. Okay, Max, if no more questions, feedbacks, or anything like this appeared, then we can close.
We have one more suggestion to check some social data for TON and memes in combination.
Oh,
maybe even with Notcoin in the mix.
I'm just not sure if I have anything prepared.
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I don't think it's anything that we can do spontaneously, so we can probably wrap it up soon.
I do like to track. I do track TON. Even on our Sana, I try to play it from a short side, doing sunset. Didn't work so well. Was a bit early. As Tonya is a good candidate for for shorting generally, but at the moment actually TON looks not bad because of dominance is not too high, so people do speak about, but not extremely much. I mean, just 1.92% is not yet much. High would be how much we have here. Even this not much. From my experience, yeah, it's getting there, but better 4 or 5% dominance, it's high. So TON has chance. Looking by not so much dominance, even though they do have all this tap to earn or whatever the coins are called, should be talked more. Still, crowd is not fully in. And founding rates, I mean, crowd is not in discussing it. I'm sure many people playing it, but discussions not as high. And funding rates aggregated negative. Typically, sign someone will get liquidated. The shorts have to be punished. So, yeah.
As well. Looks like we actually have Brian in chat from vacation. And he's suggesting that we look at wallets holding more than 10 Bitcoin.
Let's check. So it means Brian landed. Welcome, Brian. You made your long flight. Okay. Charts. I have a lot of chats. Okay. 10 Bitcoins. Now let's see what Brian saw there. 10 Bitcoins. Okay. Then let me hide smaller ones. You know that those who are using Sunbase, this new option or new feature, still not everyone knows it. You hold on Mac option button, and I think on Windows Alt button, and you press, and you click on it, and then it appears or disappears. Very comfortable now to hide something. Okay, now we have only 1 to 10. Okay, I will hide it too. Now only price, and 10 to 100. It's flat. I think what Brian wants to say, starting from 10. Okay. 100 to 1,000. Okay, this looks better. Indeed, they do increase. And but on the other side, these ones, it doesn't look good. As a matter of fact, if I now removed these two groups, and let me change the color so we can see it better. Let's say like this. It's surprisingly correlated. I don't know if it's causation or correlation, but you can see it's heavily correlated with the market price. Yeah. So we definitely want them to start increasing their holdings. Those holding between 1,000 and 10,000. There was a time for us it was one of the major indicator in Bitcoin. As when it started decreasing, we expected, okay, the top might be coming, and it came, if even after a few weeks, not immediately. So here might be the same. They can move the market. If they start increasing, so the trend, which we see like going down, if it start climbing up, okay, could be a sign too. I wouldn't put too much value into this group alone. Yeah, no, this is kind of quite neutral. I mean, doesn't seem to be correlate anything. This maybe, yeah. Looks like they're joining, but mostly on a ripe phase of the market, middle or past middle. You can see they start speculating actively. Now they might be a bit premature, but better pay attention to this. Yeah. So we'll see. Okay, we can check it next week. Good, Brian. Thanks for reminding. Yeah. We can call it a day. It could be that as I speak fast or try to communicate much, not everything's clear. You can ask questions and comments after the stream. I can come back and try to answer all of them. Yeah, as for me, it's normal to watch all these charts every day for many years, so I'm used to it, and what's a normal part of my life, I speak like it's normal for everyone. It should not be. So please feel free and ask questions. I will be happy to explain or answer specific questions. Okay, Max? Everyone have a, yeah? Okay. Then for everyone also have a good weekend. There is coming quite a few football games, whatever team you are for. Good luck to your team too. Good. See you next Friday.
Bye-bye. See you next week.
Yeah, bye-bye.